Alright, from first principles, let's determine the derivative of 1 over x. Okay, so don't forget that our definition is the limit as h approaches 0, and then for the function f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Alright, and then our function itself, f of x, is what we have, and then f of x plus h now is what? We have as x, substitute x plus h. Okay, so we'll just substitute now. So the limit as h approaches 0, f of x plus h is 1 over x plus h minus 1 over x divided by h. Okay, we can actually do something about that. So come up with a common denominator for the numerator. So the limit as h approaches 0, so common denominator is the product of x plus h multiplied by x. And so divide the x plus h, you're going to remain with x multiplied by the 1, that'll just be x. And then this x divide there, you're going to remain with x plus h multiplied by the negative 1 on top. That's going to be a negative 1 multiplied by x plus h in brackets. Okay, now don't forget that we are dividing the entire term by the h on the bottom. So dividing by h is as good as multiplying by 1 over h with actually no difference. Okay, so on our next step, the limit as h approaches 0, what do we have? Let's write what we have. So on the top, we're going to have x. Distribute the negative, you're going to have negative x, negative h over the product of h times this. So that would be hx, and then in the brackets x plus h. Okay, this is what we have so far. X minus x can subtract, so you're going to remain with the limit as h approaches 0, and then on top we're going to remain with negative h. On the bottom we have hx, x plus h. Okay, so it's something that is easy for you to see right away. You can actually see that h can actually divide since it's common. On top we remain with negative 1, on the bottom h will just disappear, will just remain with x. So we remain with the limit as h approaches 0, and then we have negative 1 on the top, on the bottom we've got x, and then x plus h. So while there's h, we can now substitute our 0. So we'll have negative 1 over x, x plus 0. And then that's just going to be negative 1 over x multiplied by the x, which will just be x squared. Okay, so that should be your answer. You can actually prove that by power rule. X raised to the power negative 1 is the same as 1 over x. So to differentiate, multiply by the coefficient to be negative x. Reduce the power by 1, it will be negative 2. Take it to the denominator, it will be negative 1 over x squared. The power becomes positive when it goes to the denominator.